Focus. All right, there we go. It's the Warsun T9 Pro, version 3 apparently. It is very portable, very pocket sized. Let's take a look here and see the measurements here. That is, okay, about 120 millimeters, or if you prefer, about 4 5/8 inches long, a little over 4.5 inches, about 5/8 thick, about an inch wide. It does have a belt clip on it that it's designed to clip both, like on a baseball cap like this or on a belt like this. It has a powerful magnet. Let's see, can you see that? There we go. Sticks on, which is handy for the lantern on the bottom. There are some adjacent videos. Hopefully I'll play the hook on here. If you see a little hook, I've actually added that. That didn't come. That was a hook I pirated from a little strap thing I had and put in there. I'm a fan of clipping things to belt loops and to rings on my backpack to keep them from flying away. Belt clips are nice if you're in a, if I'm going to the office, the belt clip works great. But if I'm hiking through the woods, belt clips get bumped off, things get lost. Belt loops like this, carabiner type clips, they don't come off quite as easy. So I'm a big fan of this. This was my second Warsun. The first one was similar in size, but thinner, smaller. It had both the torch light and the lantern on it. And it was plenty bright and useful. I gave that one to my son when I got this one. This one's USB-C chargeable. The battery seems to last forever. I haven't run out of power so far. I charge it every so often, though. It doesn't have a battery meter. It just has the flashing blue light that boop, boop, and goes solid when it's full, but just unfortunate. That would be one thing I would improve on this is that. Anyways, let's get on to what it does. It's got 3 buttons on the side. The top one, will actually has a UV light. If you long press that, it has a laser pointer. And, which it can be handy if you want to point something out to somebody. The UV light is great as long as you don't shine it around your toilet in the bathroom. That you don't want to see that. You think it's clean, it's probably not clean. The middle button is for the torchlight, which has 3 brightnesses, and a double press gets a super bright, and it will do that from double press from anywhere, it goes to the super bright. Let's see, long press causes a strobe, and it's a bright strobe. This, if you don't watch this video if you have seizures maybe, or don't shine this in the woods if you have seizures, probably. Now the bottom button, right in my eyes, is the lantern button on the side, which I find very handy. In fact, when I'm hiking in the dark, there's a trail behind where I work, and this time of year it's dark until 8 a.m. So when I walk back there, I will turn on the lantern at a lower medium level, clip this onto my belt on the front, and it just creates a nice little warm light in front of me to keep me from tripping over things, making me clumsy. This also has 3 brightnesses, and you long press, you get nothing, okay? And it's a double press. Double press gives you this flashing red beacon. Yeah, I suppose that could be useful if you just want to alert somebody, or you want to clip, well, now that I have a clip on it, then come on, you clip it onto your backpack and set it off to the side, go and do something. This can mark where it is. That's probably the use I would give it. Again, let's see, turn on that light, and now you've got a nice little hands-free work light. There's a lot of magnetic surfaces out there. I think if you leave it on a setting for 10 seconds and then press the button, it just goes off. It doesn't, you don't have to cycle through all the brightnesses to get it to use. And again, aluminum, yeah, casing. It does have a hot warning here, and interestingly enough, you turn that on. Most flashlights take a while to warm up, but even on the lowest setting, and when you get warmer there, the hot, you can feel the heat coming off it. I mean, that thing gets hot. Yeah, that starts to get hot enough to almost burn. It's It's very, very bright. Also, this will not let you have multiple lights on at the same time. If I have it on the flashlight and I press the lantern power button, it will switch to that, and same with vice versa. So that's pretty much all I know about it. It's a handy little light I keep in my pocket all the time. Because even in the daytime, you want to look at something under your car seat or you drop something under your desk. A light is always handy. Not that I don't always really have one. My watch, my Phoenix, it has a light built into it. And of course, everybody's cell phone now has lights. It's a good little light. And I highly recommend it. In fact, all the reviews I'm doing right now, I'm probably going to say I recommend them. I don't really have any. Generally, if I get something I don't like, I send it back or I get rid of it. I don't see a point in collecting and keeping stuff I'm not going to use. All that being said, I did mention in the last video the Thor flashlight. I don't have a real good use for it, but it's kind of like a bright laser. You go outside and you point it up in the sky, and it's like this huge white lightsaber just moving around. It's really cool. Anyways, this was my review for the Warsun T9 Pro 3.0 light.